So the first point we'll discuss is the use of apostrophes to indicate the possessive form of singular and plural nouns. So possessive nouns are nouns that indicate or show ownership of something. So they indicate or show ownership of something. Let's look at these examples. Number one, citizen's responsibility. So the noun here is the citizen, and we use an apostrophe to indicate that the citizen owns the responsibility. So we include an apostrophe to show ownership. The apostrophe makes the noun a possessive noun. The second example, Trump's golf course. So this golf course over here belongs to Trump. So it is Trump's own golf course. So we use the apostrophe to indicate ownership, to show that the noun Trump owns or possesses the golf course. So let's discuss the use of apostrophes in singular nouns. To form the possessive of a singular noun, you add an apostrophe and you add an S after the apostrophe. So let's look at these examples. So in writing a teacher's book, the phrase a teacher's book, you write teacher plus the apostrophe plus S. The same goes for the fisherman's boat. You write the fisherman, you put an apostrophe and you put an S after the apostrophe. This is for singular nouns. So let's go on to the next. Now, if a singular proper noun is multisyllabic and ends in an S sound, add the apostrophe alone without the S. So what multisyllabic means is if the noun contains more than one syllable and also ends in an S sound, you do not add an S after the noun. Let's look at an example. So Socrates' philosophy. So now this word Socrates is multisyllabic. We have Socrates. So it contains 3 syllables and also ends in an S sound. So if it contains more than one syllable and ends in an S sound, you add the apostrophe alone. Now, let's discuss nouns that are monosyllabic, that they contain only one syllable. If a singular proper noun is monosyllabic and ends with an S sound, you should add the apostrophe and add an S. So let's look at an example. Kitty's poem. So this noun, Kit, is monosyllabic. Even though it ends with an S sound, because it is monosyllabic, we add another S after the apostrophe. So let's go for, and let's discuss plural nouns. To show the possessive form of plural nouns, first make the noun a plural. If the plural noun ends in an S, add only the apostrophe. So, boys' coats. Now, this boys is speaking about more than one boy. So, boys' coats is plural. The boys is plural. And now we've seen what we discussed earlier. To show the possessive form of plural nouns, if the noun is already made a plural and ends in an S, add only the apostrophe. So remember, for monosyllabic singular nouns, we add an S after the apostrophe. But for plural nouns, even if the noun is monosyllabic, so far as the noun is a plural, even if it ends with an S, you just add only the apostrophe without an S. Then let's look at the second example. Several students' books were missing. So here we are discussing about more than one student. So multiple students' books were missing. So you add only the apostrophe because it is a plural noun. So let's go forward. If the plural noun does not end in an S, add an apostrophe plus S. So now in the previous examples we discussed, those monosyllabic and multisyllabic plural nouns, they ended with an S and we put only an apostrophe after the last letter. But now, if the plural noun does not end in an S, we should add an S after the apostrophe. So let's look at these examples. I kept the children's toys in the cabinet. Now, children is plural, is the plural for child. So now it's the plural word children does not end with an S. So we add the apostrophe and we add the S. The second example, the kindred's decision made the whole extended family happy. The same goes for the kindred. Is plural for kin and it doesn't end with an S, so we put the apostrophe and we add an S.